sure that we fill up these rows. If there's a spare seat beside you, make sure that people can get into it. Make it accessible. Don't leave seats between people.
Oh no, we're like the signing, so everything ends at 5, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just as planned.
Like I didn't know she had her own like booth on class. Like, oh, darn.
I had a friend convince me to buy the DVDs and get her to sign. Wait,
As you're coming to the room, make sure that you fill up all the available seats. If you have a spare seat next to you, please stick your hand in the air.
Friendship Express.
the worst episodes, but...
Oh, okay. No, because I thought you meant like seasons, because like they have it in Australia, like a season box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's like a Brony exclusive version too.
They do that here. They do that here.
I hope so.
Yeah, I had a friend convince me to buy it. I wasn't going to buy it. He basically convinced me to buy it and sent it down to me because he couldn't get up here. Yeah, for sure. Of course, never said anything about paying back to my DVD, but...
If there's a spare seat next to you, can you please make sure that you put your hand in the air and someone can sit down in that seat?
Everyone is.
Here, thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
So keep those hands in the air. Please sit next to someone with their hands in the air. The hands in the air means that there's a spare seat. We have to get everyone seated, so please sit down.
This is the Brony panel. We can't say hooks in the air. Air hook, everyone.
Right next to you and empty. Please stick your hand in the air if there's an empty seat beside you. Please do not save seats for anybody. No one else will be coming into this room. So do your fellow Brony a favor and put your hand in the air if there's a seat next to you.
Ever see that?
Yes. Hands in the air. How many more people do we fit in this room? 1, 2, 3. 3 more people?
I feel like probably some kind of law somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bronies alike, I want to thank you all for staying in line and doing such a good job out there. I really appreciate the organization. I'm Dave. I'm the program manager for this area of the weekend. Thank you very much. You guys are giving me more smiles today than I think I had all weekend. So that's absolutely awesome.
Do we have any more seats? Anybody? Spare seat beside you. Put your hand up.
There's a couple here. We got a couple seats left.
Any more? Keep your hand up. There's still an empty seat beside you. 2? 2 more seats?
One more.
Yep. Again, thank you so much for, I hope your expo experience has been awesome. As you may have read, we had problems yesterday, and we've had some bad Facebook and some bad websites. So if you guys can go online and tell people how much fun you had, that would be so very awesome. I figured in this room, I got some people who are on the internet. I'm going to turn you over to your panel. This is Mark. Mark and I we're on the organization, the team putting this together, and we looked at each other and said, I know you. Where do I know you from? Mark's my software rep for work.
It's really creepy because I've been in the fandom for a good 20 plus years now. Yeah, I'm old. But being part of the fandom, but also having a crossover into my actual day job is pretty weird. So not only Dave here, but there's also a guy. I sell software to corporations, oil companies, and governments, and that sort of thing. And Dave here works for an oil and gas related company, and then we've known each other as client and vendor for a while now. And all of a sudden we walk into the same event and you're running this thing, you're entertaining this thing. Whoa! So
Have an awesome weekend.
I'll start the presentation anyway because we're really here for the Q&A. So, and by the way, there's nothing after this panel. So as long as you guys are okay with it, we may go a few extra minutes. I don't have that many slides in my slide. So yeah, for those of you who saw me my presentation last summer at Amazon, this is based on that one, but moving on from there. So yeah, 1%. But anyway, so how are you guys doing? How are all the bronies doing? Hope you guys are doing as fantastic as me. We just finished off the second season of My Little Pony Friendship. Yes, we did. Ain't nothing as awesome as a wedding, but now we know. How many single people do we have out there in the US? Just wondering. So I'm just wondering how the single people actually enjoyed the wedding episode. That'd be a good thing for a panel later on. Anyway, we're going to, hopefully, Tara's going to be with us momentarily, but in the meantime, I'm just going to get through a little presentation here, something here. And so for those of you who don't know me, I'm just going to identify myself here. So I'm going to introduce myself or do a couple of confessions here. So, because, okay, so we'll start from the beginning. So my name is Mark. I'm, among things I can't really see there, but I'm a performer in the 404's improv comedy group. I do improv comedy for a hobby, and every once in a while I get paid for it, not often enough, frankly. But, so I have fun. That's one of my primary hobbies. I'm also a big fan of just about everything. I love science fiction, fantasy, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, all that fun stuff. And I work here at Calgary Expo as well. I'm on the programming staff, excuse me. And so you may see we do the hosting for the costume contest and the panels and stuff like that. And as Dave mentioned, I'm also I'm a corporate account executive. What that means is I stand in front of people like you guys on a regular basis, and I sell corporate software solutions, so like multi-million-dollar solutions to people, and make presentations like that to very uptight people with small holes here and large wallets there, shall we say. Anyways, a few years ago, I happened to meet the love of my life at a convention, not unlike this, and that's her in a wonderful little dress, and that's me next to her. And 3 years ago, we actually started the next generation. My name is Mark William. I'm 35 years old. I'm a husband, a father, a corporate executive, and I love My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. crazy adult who happens to love My Little Pony Friendship Match and your work on it.
Thank you.
So I'm going to finish off my little deck here because, well, for starters, this was the season 1 thing from last year, and we just had season 2.
Woo!
And the wedding itself was really great.
You guys like the wedding?
But basically, you know, we come across the stigma a lot, right? See, you watch a show for little girls. I'm 35. I'm 35. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. And we all love it, and we're all united together in this fandom because we just love this show and all the work that goes into it. And it's one thing. It's not because I do get asked this a lot. You say, well, you're okay. You like this stuff, and you can watch it for the plot. Funny thing is, these were actual screenshots from the episodes too, right? But I decided that to segue into the Q&A. Some of the stuff we found on the internet to describe, why, what makes a Brony. So I went on the internet and I found some of the signs that might be a Brony, and I assembled a top 10 list. So going through them, first off, obviously you've watched every episode of the show. Jay. I'm sure there's some people out there in the audience today who have done that. Actually, I know Paul was watching episodes in the lineup, so. And singing too. Yeah, you purchased My Little Pony merchandise. Sure, that's all. In my case, this is for my daughter, but at the same time, I can play with her. Number 3, you truly, honestly think that just about anything can be made 20% cooler. I think that's pretty true. There's a lot to see blue out here. Okay. Now, number 4, you know what a bro hoof is. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a bro hoof. This is not a bro hoof. Where is it? First line, a buddy of mine actually has this unicorn hat.
Tolerance and acceptance. That could be a bro hoof.
Next up, you have analyzed the science, geography, and physics of a crystal. And the entire thing can be summed up in one word. Next up, you use the words some pony or any pony instead of somebody or anybody. And give your PowerPoint presentation at work. I do this for a living, right? At work, and just doing this here. When you write down some pony or any pony, just kind of trickle in. So, okay, number 7, you have created and/or have worn a pony T-shirt, like. And part of your pony costume, again, there's a lot of people out there. To bed. To work. Instead of your shirt and tie. Great. You know every episode that contains a certain special symphony. And by that, I mean everyone's favorite background music. Jerky can have a whole panel unto herself. And you start dreaming about incorporating ponies into the other shows you watch, such as Star Trek Next Generation. I'm sure that all the Next Generation actors would have loved this one. The Big Bang Theory. You can't see with the projector, but he's wearing a kind of wrinkly, lightning sweater. Well, you want to see Tara, though. How'd that get there? I'm just waiting for the day that Dr. Who gets his own lines. And finally, Game of Thrones. Anyways, and I love this because you can just imagine Lord Eric Scott just singing that one. Anyway, wrapping up our list here, number 10, you have research. Great segue. How interesting that happened to be number 10. So, well, she's already here with us. So, for one more time, everyone, put your hooks together and please welcome Tara Strong. I had a few questions to start off with, sort of thing, and they're more serious questions. But I know that everyone has their own questions. It's really want to get to the Q&A. This is our Brony Q&A, so I'll try to answer stuff I know from the Brony things, and of course, Tara will answer what she knows from the Brony things and from the direction of the things and from all the other stuff. So, I'll start off with the first question, and this is one I want because I'm back here now as well. I would like to know how you prepared for your role as far as how that's going.
I got a call from a girl named Lauren Faust. And she asked me if I had known My Little Pony, and of course I did. And I had ponies growing up. I actually grew up in a toy store when I was a little girl. I had ponies and I had all stickers. And she said, I'm putting together this presentation. Do you mind doing the little sizzle reel for me? And I said, sure. And she came to my house, and I have a little home studio. And I recorded Twilight and Pinky, and I think Applejack may have been in just a little trailer for her to sell the show, which of course was insanely beautiful. Like, I knew right away she was not going to have a problem showing the show. So I already knew the ponies, and I knew Lauren. We worked together many times, and as soon as she made that presentation, they were like sold. So that's that.
So well, we're going to throw it up to the floor, but I do want to know, like, because you record in LA, and the rest of the cast records in Vancouver.
Yes.
So just between the two locations, I mean, do you work? How do you work together when you're actually recording the show?
Well, I came up to Vancouver to do an episode, and the only problem is that first I have kids that I really miss, like this weekend, but I love you guys. And also, I'm working so much in LA that it's really challenging to go back and forth. I'd like to be with the cast. Full cast reports are really fun, but they all work together, and then I work by myself, and I ISDN to the directors and the producers, and just tell me what to do.
Well, I'll just finish off my page. We'll throw it over here. So, yeah, this is Melanie's question here. What's your reaction to the Brony? What's your history with the Bronies, shall we say?
My history, well, I'm sorry if you've heard this before, but I actually didn't really know what a Brony was until I went onto Twitter. Then they taught me all sorts of things. And I was doing an episode of Big Time Rush, and Kendall said, you don't Twitter? And I said, no, I don't really get it. And he said, watch this. And he wrote, at Kendall Schmidt, hanging with Tara Strong. And within 1 minute, I jumped from 100 to 500 followers. And I went, oh, that's Twitter. Okay. And then people started saying Bronies, and I was like, wow. And then I was completely surprised, because I've worked on Family Guy and Fairly Odd Parents, Teen Titans, like a lot of shows where it's inviting an adult audience. And it, no question, surprised me, but it was like the most pleasant of surprises. And I like love them as much as they love My Little Pony. I think the most amazing, supportive, non-judgmental, beautiful community, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. And maybe it's
so great to actually to meet voice talent behind something we know and love so much, and know that they love the show too. They suck. Anyway, sorry. But finally, the last question I have is, without spoiling us, or maybe spoiling us, I don't know, what are you looking forward to in the third season?
There's so much I wish I could tell you. You're gonna go nuts. I mean, there's one episode in particular that y'all are gonna freak out. And I can't tell you.
Well, we freak out in pretty much every episode.
This one is, the one that I'm thinking of is a whole new level of freak out. I tweet spoilers. Don't you see my spoilers that I tweet? The end. I like that.
All right, well, let's throw it open to the floor for questions. I'm going to pick people with hands up, and hopefully we'll get through as many questions as we can. I'm just going to put this over to that so you can share something else. All right, so let's see here. Let's start. Let's see here. Stand up, please.
In one episode, Twilight, Spike was talking to a squirrel, and she pops the line, "I don't speak squirrel." Was that intentional, or?
I'm gonna guess that Lauren did that intentionally because obviously Lauren worked on Powerpuff Girls, and I like the fan art that's come out about it because obviously Bubbles does talk to squirrels. And when people ask like if there's anything physical about doing voiceover when I did talk to squirrels, I'd be. And, you know, Tom Kane's like, is this how you talk to squirrels? I was like, I guess so. I wasn't even aware that I was doing it, but Twilight cannot speak to squirrels, so one for Bubbles.
Moving on, let's see here. Yeah, the kid with the green hat, yeah. Who's your favorite?
I hate when people ask that. I really love them all. I think Pinkie Pie's really funny, and she kind of reminds me of Bubbles. I don't know, and then there's like a whole new love going on in the wedding special, and I don't know. I mean, I kind of fell in love with Cadence. It was just such a cool. I don't want to be a spoiler for which Cadence, but there was one that I liked.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, ready. Go. Yeah. Stand up, please.
All right. Tell me, which episode of season 2 did you have the most fun recording?
Lesson zero.
Lesson zero.
Lesson zero.
I'm going to move over here to this side. Let's see here. What's in the suit? Yes.
Yes, Tara, we were watching the royal wedding episode, and we were wondering, did you do the voice for impersonating your brother with the sandwich?
Yes.
Can you give me a sound bite?
I suppose you guys remember what I said more than I did.
Let me bring up the script.
What did I say? That's a sandwich.
Oh, here's
I don't know, it's one of my blank places.
Here's a quick question. What is the lead time between when you recorded it and when it came out, which was just last week? You know?
I think it's about 3 months.
3 months?
I think so. Yeah. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. I could be wrong.
Okay. Next up, yeah, respect.
You remember saying people during the recording of the end of season 2? Twilight says people in one of the ending episodes.
She says it or she sees it?
She says it.
Oh. She says people instead of any pony or something? Why do you have to catch everything?
I'm sure. Well, then there has been. I'm sure there's a list of the somebodies and anybody's because they do still say that every once in a while.
Why are always be
Right to the back, orange cap. Yeah, 7 minutes.
What did you think of the derpy voice change?
Okay, I get asked this on Twitter all the time. So what I would like to say is that you're not alone, that the hub loves Derpy too. But the problem was that some community members complained, I mean real people, not ponies, that it hurt their feelings or it was offensive. And you can't do that. And then the community came out saying, well, taking it off is hurtful. So they're sort of stuck. But the hub is with you and loves Derpy and loves her too, and I love her too. And I think it's such a great story where she came from, how it was an accident, and it's kind of they're in a tough place because you can't be hurting people's feelings, and then you can't hurt and not hurt. And if it's offensive to somebody, then you have to take it down. Is usually the rule of thumb. So there are members of a community that find it offensive. So they're sort of tied, but just know that the hub's with you. They're not ignoring you. They're just sort of trying to make everybody happy, and it's not an easy position. Does that make sense? Yeah. They just don't want to hurt anybody, you know? Love and tolerance. Love and tolerance. Exactly. I don't want you to think that they're irresponsible and not listening to the fans, because I just had a meeting with them, and they do, and they love Derpy. It's just that they're sort of tied with how to make it work.
All right, going to the back, glasses, hold your face like this. Yeah.
Where did you get the inspiration for the changings in the wedding episode? I tend to see it as you got it from like some of the alien creatures in games like Warhammer and Star Trek.
Well, I'm very childlicious, but I don't write the show. The writer of that episode, Megan McCardle, is so talented. I can always tell when it's one of her episodes. She's really such a great writer. And there's a lot of throwbacks to pop culture, like the one with the Big Lebowski's in the background of the bowling alley. But you'll have to sort of ask her. She's on Twitter, and I just showed her how to do it, so she'll answer questions too.
Are you loving that when you're reading the script out and you realize that there's a description of something like pop culture, like the Big Lebowski?
Oh yeah, I get such a kick out of that. I mean, I think that when people say why do grown-ups like it, I think that's part of it too. There's like these little sort of hidden things for them. Yeah, like little kids aren't gonna know what the Big Lebowski is. So.
Okay, going around here, yeah, Discord picture.
I'd like to ask, what's your opinion on the background characters and the huge amount of fandom that's been based around them?
Well, I think, the huge amount of fandom is completely appreciated and cherished from any standpoint. And I think Lauren's designs, you guys would be so jealous because she brought them all to my house first. Like pages and pages, and the reason you love her so much is she loves it too, and she's so good at it, and she put thought into every single piece, and now, through her guidance, everyone does too, and I think everything about the show is beautiful, which is another reason why people are drawn to it. So, as a whole, it's beautiful, so we love it.
Let's see here. Yellow cat. This one, yeah.
I was wondering, how did you feel working with this?
Well, I didn't work with him,
He's
but
kind of standing in the back of the room.
Typically with animation, for those of us that do it all the time, it's between 1 and 3 takes. And it keeps it really organic. Sometimes with My Little Pony, we do a little bit more just for coverage. I can't really honestly tell you how many times that particular line took. But I know for me, I'm going to get it right between 1 and 3. That's a given. Okay, you have to tell me what I said. Hi, girls! Hi, girls! Oh, well, you know what? I don't do the singing because I'm not in Vancouver and all the cast is there, and it's easier to do the singing stuff there. I wish I did because they're really cute. But there's nothing that compares to the wedding songs. The Big Brother, I mean, I was crying. If I'm going to cry in a cartoon that I made, you know it's good. She did a great job. There's a girl sounds, I can't remember her name, that's a brain heart, help me. She sounds exactly like me, so it's a great job. And I think those songs are really great.
Let's see here. Jerky picture.
Well, bring her up here. I noticed nobody's bringing you any pictures.
We've got a Discord picture in the audience box. And everyone reaches for their pants. The yellow cat.
The white pony with the pink mane, where does she live? I swear to God, she lives in Canterlot and then she lives in Ponyville. Surprise. No, she's white and she has a pink mane. And she was in the very first scene where Twilight gets bombarded by these three ponies that are going to Moondancer's party. Where does she live? She's everywhere.
For the production and animated specials such as My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, they create several background characters which are used and reused as necessary depending on the situation. Reckon that's like Spike Hat. Everyone's wearing hats. This is awesome. So with your army, are you planning on world domination?
Yes. And I'd like y'all to sing now, please. Twilight Licious.
L-I-T-H-T. And ain't no pony troll it down quite like me. I'm Twilight-licious.
Tara, what was the inspiration for that?
It's so funny because really I don't know. I just get so silly sometimes, like some of the earlier pictures I deleted. And I learned really on the internet you can't delete anything. And it just came to me one day to put it down like as a Twitter, like, you know, typed message, and then I found vocal twit. Wow, that's fun. And I don't know why it came to me, and then I put it down, and then, like, within a couple of days, it was this adorable video, and, you know, watched several 100,000 times and retweeted it, and I'm like, I love the Bronies because they're so fun. I mean, I did a Twilight-licious, I did a Harley-licious, and I did a Ben 10-licious, and I did an Oni-licious, and, I don't know, a few other liciouses, but only Twilight got animated, so she's the best pony, and Brony's her best fan. Someone should have a Discord question, because we're lucky to have him.
Yeah, I'm going to ask.
Because he's got to go.
Okay, I'm
so
going to
hurry
ask.
up.
Let's ask Johnny a question or two. So a question for John. Let's see here. You over here. Yellow.
Okay, yeah, I just had a quick question. How did you get involved in voicing this for Magical Pony in the first place?
I got a call from my agent saying, you have a job. My Little Pony. Showed up, did it. A couple of months later, my this particular email site that I have was, I don't know, there are like 400 or 500 emails the next day. I'm like, what is this? So I'm actually here because obviously I live in another world called Star Trek. No. Not really. by this world. It's the new sort of world that I've stepped into, as it were. So I thought I'd come over, and we met just a few hours ago in the green room, and I thought I'd come over and sort of listen. You guys.
So John, just for reference, how long were you in the studio when you did the first time?
Oh, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours.
That's a talent guy.
I mean, I was there with a full cast, and we did, I think, 2 episodes. And then I recently did one, maybe a couple of months or so.
Hey, Bobby, he's new. That's called a spoiler. Now, one of you better say Rule 34. He's running.
That was, and there was a lot. There was a lot to do. And it was just
Don't say anything else about that.
Why did they put lipstick on you?
because it went with my high heels.
How do Star Trek fans compare to bronies?
You're more exuberant. And I don't know whether maybe they haven't somehow over, I mean, when you consider that Star Trek started in 1965 or something like that, and then it was picked up again in 1985, and I think that maybe they have, what's the word, they forged a path for fandom, as it were. But no, what I find really sort of interesting is that My Little Pony is very colorful. I mean, and I don't mean just up there, just on the thing. It's a very, very colorful group of people. So. I say that as I'm looking at this. Well, one more. I actually do have to go back to my Star Trek people.
What's your first physical, like an in-person interaction with bronies? Where was that?
No, it wasn't here. I had just, let me see. I was at a convention where it was about Doctor Who. I was there for Torchwood in particular. And I had a couple of there were a couple of Torchwood people there as well as the writers. And they said, they finished talking and what have you, and they said, can we have our first question? Got up and said, when is Discord coming back? Something about Twilight Licious or something. And I went, oh my God. And the people next to me were going, this is not really the time. It's a cartoon that I did. And so the moderator said, okay, and then I said, oh, I am coming back, but you the next question, please. Next question. How did you get the job of Discord? Take it over. With that, I have to go.
very Twilight wishes.
Right. Oh, we were doing a Q&A with you, Tara.
Oh, yeah!
All right. Let's get right back to the questions here. We've got a Fluttershy in the corner. Yes. Oh. Whoa!
Actually thought about that, believe it or not. I would have to say, I guess a microphone, right? I guess. With a big heart on it, maybe. A microphone with a heart. No, it's not a cute face that's a rolling face. It has to be cute. Sheesh.
Right here in the front.
What was your least favorite episode to watch? Or which person phrase family? Which one did you have trouble with?
I don't think I had trouble recording. Sometimes if it's a lot of episodes, like so there's like this sort of double-edged sword where I love doing Twilight and I love when she has the bulk of what to do in a show, but then sometimes when there's 80 lines in a show, it gets to be tiring, but that's the only time where you're like, okay, and then I take a break and get some tea or whatever it is, especially if she's yelling a lot at Spike or whatever's going on or going crazy. I know y'all love when she goes crazy. But there's never been an episode I did not like.
Yes, right.
Awesome. Sorry. This is kind of touched on as we're talking, but how much does this influence the actual show? Like the Brony Madness?
Well, like I said before, Hasbro, at least the Hub, they embrace you guys and love you, and I think it's so nice to have that. I've been doing animation a long time. I've never seen a fan base like this that has influenced the show. And they did do a little shout out to you guys. And then I do Mad TV sometimes, and I'm like, you gotta put something Brony in there if you're gonna make fun of the show. I don't know if you saw that Warhorse one.
They approached you specifically for that?
Well, I do Mad TV quite a bit, and they wanted me to do the My Little Pony thing, and then when I was in there, I'm like, we gotta do a Brony shout-out. We have to. So I'm sort of spreading the love with you guys, because a lot of my people are like, what's a brony? They say, what's a brownie? I say it's a dessert. But I sort of taught them about, the only thing I can think of is because of the internet and social media and Twitter and Facebook and getting to see who your favorite voiceover actors are and supporting them, that means the world to us, so why wouldn't I embrace you guys? Why wouldn't I? Like, there's just no reason for it. There's so much love coming from this fan base. Teen Titans has a tremendous fan base. Yeah. Harley Quinn, I've been so lucky. I've been on shows that have such a huge fan base, but this one brings the most love, no question.
Your red cap. Yep. Send it, please.
What is your opinion on bronies being the cancer of the internet?
I feel like if it's on the internet or on TV, there's going to be a group of haters somewhere, like, for no reason. There's no reason for them. I mean, I get hate mail on Twitter, and I just block people. Like, they know that I'm your queen, and the stuff I get might scare someone else away, but it's not scaring this pony away, and I don't, for me personally, I don't understand any kind of prejudice or judgmental stuff at all. And being that it's a show that promotes friendship and love and understanding and compassion, these people are just so sad that I just block it and then don't even think about it. And that's what y'all need to do, because they're just stupid.
Okay, bringing back Twilight Sparkle Happy. You guys were talking with Tara.
Has there been any word on like a movie being made?
I haven't heard anything, but if they replace me with Zooey Deschanel, I'll be pissed.
You are our
Thank you.
Okay, Richard, yes.
If you could write your own episode, what would happen in it?
Funny you should say. I just had lunch with Megan. She's like, so anything you want Twi to do? I'm like, So, can't tell you. Sorry.
That's a spoiler in itself.
Okay, wait. I got a better idea. What would you like her to do?
Oh. What would you Actually, let's throw it back to the original question answer. What would you like Twilight to do in an episode? This is a PG-13 PG.
I'd like to see her back in Canterlot and see what happens when she returns to her original home.
She should be more
I mean, I would like a Twilight-licious episode. I've actually told the hub, y'all need to make some toys and clothes that are Twilight-licious with matching outfits for the owners. Hopefully they'll get on that. I mean, wouldn't it be cute to have little Twilight-licious outfits? That'd be cute.
I've got lots of toys that need Twilight.
See? I don't know, maybe Twilight at the disco place.
Okay, on this side here in the check shirt.
One, to answer your question that she had asked you if you had accepted. I'd like to see more Luna in the episodes.
More Luna?
My actual question towards you is not as Twilight, but as Tara Strong. Who do you like better, Celestia or Luna?
Wait, Celestia or who?
Luna.
Oh,
Can they do this?
I'm gonna have to say Princess Celestia because she. I don't know.
Gosh darn it.
I just have to focus on her so much that it's sort of become like, because Twilight wants to please her so much and because voiceover actors become their characters in those moments, I sort of feel like that same way and whatever, like I see this long,
Dear Princess Celestia.
and all this stuff. I don't know, I sort of become that, so that's the only reason I would answer that.
Sorry if that breaks
We have time for a couple more questions, I think, and then there's something, a little bit of a sing-along that I'd like to do. It's a little bit of trivia, so it takes a little bit of setup. We're going to need you, Mark. But anyways, a couple more questions first. And so let's see here.
Me? There are a lot of villains and minor antagonists on the show. Which is your favorite? Like Discoordinator, Moon, whatever the Changing Queen was called.
I'm gonna go with her. She was pretty hardcore. I mean, the Changelings was so awesome. But I really did like that. I thought it was so well done.
This is 30 minutes. Let's throw it back to the back there, yeah, with the Justin Bieber kind of thing going.
But Twilight is usually seen as a leader of the group. Who do you think is most impacted and heard by Twilight?
I think it sort of depends on the episode. I can't remember if did the one air yet about reading? Just kidding. No, I think it sort of depends on the episode. You know, like how she inspires the other ponies and how they inspire her.
Sure. Anyways, a couple more questions for Princess Celestia.
So my faithful students.
I like the Twilight-licious remixes.
I think they're all really funny and clever. I listen to as many as I can. The other stuff I don't listen to that much, just because I don't have a ton of time, but if I can catch something on the internet, I'll watch it, and there's nothing I'm like, there's nothing I'm like, that was stupid. Like, they're all kind of fun. Just the same with any part of the fandom, it's all fun.
I haven't seen anything I didn't like, so if you want to warn me.
Run away from cupcakes.
If final question that we're
I
going
know
to
that.
do, and we get to sing the words.
Oh, okay.
But so that's what that's about.
No,
First
all right.
off,
Just
our final question. Let's see. You're bouncing.
Okay, sorry. Are we going to see any of Cadence and Shiny Armor in season 3? And also, can you please do the clock is ticking for
Clock is ticking. I can't tell you. Sorry. I'm sorry. You don't want me to get in trouble, do you?
We wanted to keep voicing Twilight Sparkle for a very long time, haven't we? I want my old friend to keep on going until she knows what it's about.
She better not be trying to steal my job.
Okay, well, guys, I would like to. Oops. Save me over. Okay, guys, I would very much like to finish off our Brony panel here with a sing-along of the opening scene, of the opening music. And I would like to. But we're going to divide it up a little bit. So you see how the lyrics are written up on the screen. I would like.
They don't need the screen.
Well, I'm dividing it up because I want the boys to sing My Little Pony in the first 2 lines there. And the girls to sing the red lines out there. I used to wonder what friendship could be. And so we're going to go like that. And then.
She's like, I'm going to sing the whole thing. It'll be on YouTube, Daddy.
And when it goes to Big Adventure Tons of Fun, I would like to divide the audience into left and right. So you guys on your right here, you get to sing the green, and the brown or black over there is by the guys on the right side. Got it? So, and finally, because we're singing this here, I would like to get Marty here to take a video of this, coming to the middle, because I would, it's already stand right in the middle. I would all turn this into
Okay.
Everybody, so tune up for a bit.
Hey, I just want to make a quick announcement and then we'll get back to the bronies. Is anybody here consider themselves to be a bit of a geek? Just around the corner in Palomino G, we have a second round of Geek Speed Dating happening. Now this is a go and sign up and get registered right away, but I need some girls. Single girls who would like to take part in Geek Speed Dating. They need to be over 18. Unfortunately, we're looking for serious mating material. How many people are fans of Big Bang Theory? Sheldon's theories on proper mating. So if you are interested, it'll be starting in about 15 minutes or so. So if you're interested, I want to head over to Palomino G and get signed up over there. Thank you very much.
All right, well, thanks, Dave. Hand again for Dave. Guys, as with all wonderful things, unfortunately, as with all wonderful Brony panels, we have to call this one to an end. I really hope that... Thank you, Kara. I've always wanted one of these. Anyways, so we're going to have to call this one to an end, and I'm going to say on behalf of Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle and Pink Pie, Applejack, and all the others. You're going to leave my daughter's like to whatever. Anyways, thank you very much, Kara, for coming to our